5-4. The Cincinnati Reds grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Braves 9-3. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Los Angeles Dodgers set 3 balls into the seats as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-3. The Giants totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 5-2. The Tigers defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-2. The Colorado Rockies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Padres.
MLB show is at the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri, and lovely Busch Stadium. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Mets look for their 7th straight victory next. Adam Wainwright gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him, completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Fowler has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Wainwright has finished off more than 1,900 career innings during his time in the big leagues, and in that time he struck out more than 1,600 batters. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Cabrera stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Hit sharply on the ground. One there on to Carpenter. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. And please, Zach, what do you got?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. In there, a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Digging in the switch hitter, Dexter Fowler. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Fowler averages a hit once every 4 at-bats. An average at exactly 250. The first with it is Wheeler, and he'll get back in standing. Wong gets his lead at first, nobody out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Wheeler, a 27-year-old, he was selected in the first round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
0-2, here it is. And this one's in the dirt. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And now here's Mike Matheny's starting lineup for the Redbirds. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, you know, you have to be really careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
Coming to the plate now, Tommy Pham. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. One out and a runner on second base. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And that's in there. Base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, Dero. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game. So to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said, Dero, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
And Bruce has got this one 2 away now. Here's Matt Carpenter. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. His career line against Wheeler, he's gone 2 for 5. Chopped weakly to the left. Rosario's got it cleanly. And a low throw, but some fine dirt work there by Gonzalez as he digs this one out to end the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. Play at number 6 in National League batting average. First pitch on its way. Short, hit hard. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Next up for New York, Jay Bruce, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch coming from Wainwright. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike one.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
The windup and the 0-1. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Lifted down the line in left. Ozuna on the run. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher, when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High and deep to center field. Pham looking up. Onto the grass hill and gone. A 2-run homer that time for Todd Frazier. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
Two home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Next for the Mets, Adrian Gonzalez. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Here comes the first pitch. Way out in front.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Bases are empty, one man out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Into the box, Zach Wheeler, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. And this will land foul. Gonzalez leads off first with one away. Line drive to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, you're talking about a cardinal sin for any pitcher to give an opposing pitcher to give up a base hit, D-Row, on an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, that's got to be so frustrating, the way this guy's been executing. But you know what? Tip your hat to the pitcher. Stuck his nose in there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and found a way to get himself a knock.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he rips it on the ground to second. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. But the Mets do strike for two, both coming on this two-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-1 New York. Here's Marcell Ozuna. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Rosario's got it, and that's out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Jay Bruce. Probably throughout the course of his career, one of the strongest arms in right field. Accurate and on the money. Also big-time left-handed power. This guy, you could pretty much pencil in 25, 30-plus bombs a year.
Here's Jed Jerko now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. High in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. His career line against Wheeler. He's gone 3 for 6. And that misses for ball 1. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. Molina tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Hit well on the ground to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
Standing in now, Adam Wainwright, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cards leave 1. They're down 2-1. Beautiful day for baseball here in the Midwest. Welcome back to Busch Stadium, home of the St. Louis Cardinals. Striding in one. Again, Ahmed Rosario flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make him fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Rosario makes a move from first. Lifted the other way to left center. Ozuna comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number one. Ready for another chance, Michael Conforto. Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt here. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And a neck-high fastball that time. fly ball right down the line in left. And he can't track it down as this ball falls. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
0-1 count and the pitch. And pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Here's Jay Bruce now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw on to Carpenter gets him, and that ends the inning. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. We played 2.5. It's now 3-1 Mets. Digging in for his second at-bat, Colton Wong. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and that is through into right field for a single.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Wong aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a move over to first, and the runner back easily. And another throw over. Once more a throw over, and the fans don't like this at all. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. It's outside. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
The 2-2. Down the third baseline. Frazier's up with it. And he'll get in there safely.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 1-0. And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. Look out. 2-0 now.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with this release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it. Conforto
is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul DeYoung. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this.
Leading off for the Mets, third baseman.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. So one gone for Adrian Gonzalez. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. DeYoung's got it. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
Now batting, pitcher.
Digging in to try it again, Zach Wheeler, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Just a tick behind for a strike.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a little blooper to center, and that'll get down for a base hit. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, and he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Pham racing back. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. 4th home run here in the early going as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
The batter, number 1, Georgia, Ahmed Rosado.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
so frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Runner back safely. And again a throw. And he just manages to get his hand in. From the stretch. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. And oh, pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Hit back up the middle. DeYoung fields it cleanly. And a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Cardinals 1. Leading off the inning, Paul DeYoung. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Grounded to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. Here's Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down here 5-1. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
The 1-0. Popped him up. Jerko in foul ground. Makes the play, 1 away. So with one away now, a chance for the left fielder to bat with the bases empty. Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Carpenter is right there to take it in, and on one pitch, that's all for Cespedes. Digging in once again, Jay Bruce, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And Wainwright able to get ahead with the breaking pitch for strike 1. And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. A scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright. Now the bats need to come alive. It's 5-1. Here's Jed Jerko now. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Yadier Molina, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hit out towards second. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. Jose Martinez is out of the dugout now as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher Wainwright. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Wheeler gets the sign. Here it is on 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Colton Wong will stand in, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
1 left for the Cardinals. They're down 5-1. Sean Gilmartin takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Here's Todd Frazier now. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to left. Ozuna is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's Adrian now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen. Working here, both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Line towards center field. Pham is there, 2 gone. Digging in and looking for more, Zach Wheeler getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sliders in for a strike. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. The 1-2. Liner toward right center. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. And a close play at first, but he's called out. Here's Dexter Fowler now. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Cespedes. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Ready once again, Tommy Pham. A hit in 2 tries so far. And now pitch on the way. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. A windup and the 0-1. Almost. The worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. This is on the ground over to first, and Gonzalez will take it over himself, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down here 5-1. John Brebbia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 13.
Digging in once again as Dribble Cabrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
1-1. The count now. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Ready for another chance, Michael Conforto. He's set. Here it comes. And it's grounded foul. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Line toward the alley in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Here's Matt Carpenter. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mets, number 47, Dan Runsler.
First delivery to him on the way. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
It's 1-2. The 1-2. High in the air. Out to center field. Conforto patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Now batting, left fielder, Marcell.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marcell Ozuna. He was a ground out victim last time up. AJ Ramos takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. He's set and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Bruce. But this will land out there just foul.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
2-2 to Marcell Ozuna. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Man, they really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Here's Jed Jerko now, head-to-head against A.J. Ramos. He's 1 for 5.
That jumps off the page at me. He's found that power for it. Hit some huge homers for the Cubs.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good take there, and it's 2-1 now to the St. Louis 3rd baseman.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground out for short. Rosario brings it in. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Now we're going to have a conference at the the home plate area. So it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Luke Gregerson is in out of the bullpen now. He'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Harrison Bader will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hole in the order here on that. Double switch. High and deep to center field. Pham looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. Number 13 for him on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Here's Jay Bruce now. Fouled away. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
3-1 to him now. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. And here's the 3-2 from him. Squared that one up just a little late.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Once again, a 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pham is there. He's got it one away. Digging in to try it again. Todd Frazier. 1 run in and 1 gone. so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch for a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Hit to short. And that's the second out. Riding in once again, Adrian Gonzalez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Nope. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the... Stepping in for the Cardinals, Yadier Molina. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Goodness. 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. The next to bat for St. Louis, Harrison Bader. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here's the 0-1. On the ground to the left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. The 0-1. Hit out towards second. Cabrera towards second. He's got it. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Nothing. Matt Bowman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Brandon Nimmo will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. On the ground to the right side. Carpenter is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started that swing a bit too early.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Hit hard back up the middle. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the top of the 9th keeps it rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's now 7-1. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Pham going back on it. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Last chance.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for New York, number 38.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Leading off the bottom of the ninth.
And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Dexter Fowler.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Striding in, Tommy Pham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
Next for the Cardinals.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Cardinals down to their final strike here. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
7-1 the final today. New York took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Zach Wheeler with his 4th win this season.